Hey, fellow YouTubers! JJ the Trucker coming to you from, well, can you guess? Let me give you a hint. It's Sunday afternoon. There's absolutely no reason for traffic, but there's one place in the whole country, okay, maybe other than Manhattan, which it's not Manhattan because, blue skies for one, and no tall buildings. But yeah, I'm in Southern California, Pomona specifically, which is just getting into switching over from Riverside County to Los Angeles County. Man, over by the Ontario area. You guys may be familiar with that. Yeah, so yep, traffic on the 71 North, and man, it's been a few days. So let's get a couple things out of the way here. So first and foremost, sorry for the dirty windshield. Not sure if you can see that. Hopefully it's you're not really seeing that, but yeah, haven't had a chance to clean the windshield off. Hold on, let me merge here. Haven't had a chance to clean that windshield off because I haven't needed to stop for fuel in a few days.
Continue on California 71.
Thank you, Nagatha. Now, I'm sure many of you guys might be going, oh, that's pretty cool. He hasn't had to spend any money on fuel over the last few days. That's pretty good. You truckers out there are going, oh, man, we know what that means. If you haven't had any fuel, that means you haven't had any miles, haven't had any loads. You've been sitting for a while, and that means not making money. Yeah, yep, exactly. So, yeah, it's been a different challenging few days. So but also some good stuff happened too. So let's go into it. This is not going to be edited in any way because I want to get this video out to you guys today, this evening if I possibly can, because Tuesday I've got a video already in the pipeline for you guys. It's a truck tour video. Yeah, I know everybody loves truck tour videos. No, it's not my truck, but you guys have already seen my truck. I've already done the truck tour on my truck. But it's a truck tour of a brand new truck. Now, the question is, which truck is it? And whose truck is it? I'm not telling you neither. You gotta wait till Tuesday. Yeah, but it is a collab video production with me and another YouTuber. And we are going to be posting the video on both of our channels at the same time. So that's going to be freaking awesome, man. So that's the first time I've actually done that. So yeah, that's a first. And the video turned out really well too. So Tuesday it's going to come out at 1 Pacific, 3 Central, 4 Eastern. And if there's anybody in the mountain time, I guess that's 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock mountain time. I don't think anybody lives in the mountain time zone. I think that's just kind of a myth. I think they just wanted to skip a couple hours between Pacific and Central. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. All right. So, second, you might be noticing something missing from this view. Mr. Pumpkins is not on my hood. Everybody, please send Mr. Pumpkins some well wishes right now. Mr. Pumpkins had to go through some surgery. He's recovering nicely. But yeah, these roads in California, whoo, and not to mention any road with a 7 on it, any road starting with a 7, and he's been hanging tough and everything. But we finally got here to California, and those roads, and in Arizona, you saw the roads in Arizona. Well, he was hanging on to his perch as much as he could, but he ended up dislocating one of his legs. Yeah, I feel so bad. So yeah, it disconnected, and I could see it. I saw it happen, and he was hanging on for dear life at that point. Man, I pulled over to the nearest safe place I could as quickly as I could to rescue this poor guy. So yep. So yeah, he went into surgery. Took a little bit of some epoxy and some zip ties for a cast temporarily, but he's healing up quite nicely. I think he'll on the next video of this type you'll see him back. So, but some well wishes. He's been hanging in there. well wishes are always welcome. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Let's see here. So what's been going on? Last I left you was in Arizona on roads very much like this. Oh man, no wonder he couldn't hang on, having to deal with this, man. And I was heading on into Carson, California to deliver a load. Ended up getting there early. I got there in the evening. Wasn't due until the morning.
Either of the two left lanes.
Yep. And so yeah, got there, delivered it, nice and easy, piece of cake. They got me another load. Man, this camera's shaking awfully a lot right now, so sorry about that. They got me another load picked up from Vista. And this load was not paying very well. I mean, per mile it was decent, but it was hardly any miles. Stayed in Southern California, and it was the same day type shot. So pick up, in the morning, and then deliver in the afternoon. It would have been decent. It was okay, but on a per day scale, it was definitely a lot lower than I would normally accept on a per day scale. However, it delivered in the city where my grandmother lives. So it was going to be delivering in the afternoon. So I was like, all right. I said, look, I'll take this load, but y'all know I'm going to take the rest of the day off and spend it with my grandmother. You just have my availability to tomorrow morning. And they're like, all right, we understand. No worries. See ya. Yeah, the shipper took so long to get that truck loaded. By the time I got to the receiver, it was late. Didn't count against me. It was the shipper's fault, so no big deal there. But it was late, and I didn't get there until late evening. And so that was a bummer. I didn't get to see my grandma that night. But I'm still in town, so I'm like, you know what? I said, give me the whole day off tomorrow. Let me just take care. There was some stuff I had to take care of anyway, and I was going to be over there visiting her within the next couple weeks anyway, and it was probably going to take about 3 or 4 days off. I said, look, if I can get this one thing done, this one important thing done, just get it done tomorrow, that'll be fine, and then I won't have to come back for a little bit longer. So went ahead and did that. Everything was good. Saturday morning, it's yesterday, by this time I'm available, and I told him, hey, I'm available at 0700. So yeah, give me something by 0700. Let's roll. I'll be ready to rock and roll. Let's get out of here. So 0500, I get a pre-plan, and it just wasn't good. It was not good at all. It was going to be picking up later that night in an area where there's no parking at all, no free parking at all, very limited parking of any kind at all. I would have had to run it as an overnight run, and it was delivering like super early in the morning. So, and the rate and everything was fine, but I'm a solar powered trucker. I'm the first to admit that. So what's going on here? Guy's going a little slow. Let me go ahead and get on around him. By the way, we are in California. Speed limit for trucks 55. Man, I'm telling you, I can't drive 55. Another song reference for you. If you get that song reference, throw that in the comments.
1.5 miles. Keep left to I-210 West.
Yeah, this guy's definitely going to be turning left. He's just going all the way around the world to the left. It's an old George Carlin reference there for you if you know who that is. But yeah, you got to drive 55 out here in California and all highways and stuff. It's a pain in the butt, but you deal with it. So anyways, I went ahead and turned that load down. There was what else was the deal? Oh, and it wasn't even picking up until later that evening? I'm like, come on, let's get me something else. So he's like, well, if we're already getting something from sales that's picking up that late, it means we don't have a lot out here. I'm like, come on, this is California. Loads are good in California. It's the whole reason I took this load, out to California in the first place. Don't be giving me that. So He's looking, and he does find another load, but it doesn't pick up until Sunday morning. And it's about an hour. Oh, and it's in Carson. It's the same place I delivered to the other day. I'm like, all right, but it was a good paying. It was going to Washington, state of Washington. And even with taking the extra day off, the extra Saturday day off, still covered that day, even on a per day rate, was perfectly good. So I was like, all right, I'll take that and take this extra day paid off, and end up in Washington State, which I know some people do not like the Pacific Northwest. I do. It's beautiful out there, a lot of back roads and stuff like that. But it's beautiful out there, and I usually end up getting an apple load this time of year that goes all the way out east, and those things pay really well. They're a pain in the butt to pick up, sometimes 1 or 2 or 3 pickups, but that's all right. I'll deal with all that. No big deal. To get that good high paying load, yeah, I'll take that. Slow down here. Oh, look at that. More traffic in Southern California on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. And this isn't all people coming back from church. Oh, man. All right. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll take that load. That sounds pretty good. I went ahead and drove down to Carson that evening, camped there overnight, just double checked to make sure, maybe the load's ready. They're like, no, it's not ready tonight. It'll be ready in the morning. No worries. Oh, it is 4:30 in the morning, by the way, pickup time. So that was kind of a bummer. So I get up, do my exercise and everything. I'm up early, do all my exercises, walk on over to the gate, check in. They're like, yeah, we've got some bad news. We didn't get the product in today. It's not coming in today. We think it's going to be coming in tomorrow, but we're not really sure. We can't make any promises.
Continue on I-210.
Man. All right, hold on. I got to merge here. Got somebody beside me. All right, looks like a Ford pick-em-up truck's going to let me on in. Thank you. Wave him on over. There we go. All right, we're good. So I called dispatch. Hey, what do you want me to do? They're like, all right, we'll get you on another load. So wait just a small period of time, and they get me another load. All right, this load's not as good, but it's still good. It's still a good paying load. It's a little subpar for leaving California, but after all the sitting and all this stuff, I'm like, I want to get out of here. Let's go. And it's going to Cheyenne, which Cheyenne, that's meat territory. Prime's got the meats. They got the meat contracts. And those are good paying loads. They're a pain in the butt often. You're sitting and waiting sometimes, detention and all that stuff. But pay-wise, it ends up paying pretty good. So as long as it's not raining, because then those yards get really muddy and icky. Yeah. Anyways, it was fine. I'll take it. No big deal. And it's a drop and hook at the 01, but it's not going to be ready until like 4:30. Or that's the pickup time is 4:30, or the beginning of the pickup window. So, my brother lives out in the area. I figured, let me see if this load is ready first, or what the deal is going to be. And then if I've got time, maybe I can spend some time with my brother and my niece and nephew. So I go ahead and give them a call Walmart. Yeah, it's a Walmart place. And they said, yeah, this order is actually being canceled. I'm like, are you kidding me? Another one being canceled. Oh my, do you have any ideas why? They're like, no, they don't tell us why. I'm so sorry, but it's being canceled. We're sorry. So I call my dispatch now, but by this time it's like about 8 o'clock in the morning. I call dispatch. I let them know. I'm like, all right, well, we got to confirm that it's being canceled, because sometimes they'll say it's being canceled, but not real. Sometimes maybe the order numbers change or something like that, so we got to confirm it. All right, no big deal. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And finally at 12:30 p.m., yeah, I just got confirmation that the load was canceled. I'm like, really? I could have told you that 4.5 hours ago. In fact, I did. So, all right. Now what? So he sends me another load. Hallelujah, it's a good load. This load, drop and hook in Ontario, which I was only about an hour away from. Trailer's already ready, loaded, ready to go. It delivers up in Northern California, so I'm still going to be in California, so I can still take advantage of those get out of California good rates during the week when it's actually better. And on a per day basis, this load pays really well, and on a per mile basis, this load pays really well. Oh, and it's a drop and hook on the other end too, so get there ASAP and drop it. So yeah, I'm happy. Now it's dropping at a retail location, so that is sometimes you got to do the trailer shuffle. I know I've done a video on that before. I put time lapse, set the camera up on time lapse, and just showed me doing a trailer shuffle. All right, all of our doors are filled, so we need you to move this trailer out of this, and this door's broken, so we need you to move this trailer from this door over to that door, and we need you to move this trailer from here to here, and then back your trailer on in. Man, sometimes it gets like that. Not always, but sometimes it does. It's, it's part of the service that we provide. It's not a big deal, and it's all prime trailers. We don't move anybody else's trailers, so it's not that big a deal. Get it done. Sometimes you gotta do it, but this load pays really, really well, so I'm happy. Now I did call my dispatch. I said, so here's the question. And I'm not questioning anybody on this. I want to learn. I want to learn what's going on. I said, so this morning you give me a load, going to Cheyenne, and it was okay. There was nothing wrong with it at all. But after that load canceled, now I get a load that pays better, per mile and per day. And obviously that load was already in the system because this trailer's already loaded and ready to go, So why wouldn't, what was the decision-making process in getting me the load to Cheyenne instead of giving me this load instead? Because I'm thinking, what the heck, what are they doing? And they actually did have a pretty good reason. I had to really think over this one for a little bit. But so here's the thing. So Prime's pay week goes from Wednesday evening to Wednesday evening, okay, or Wednesday afternoon. So that's the payroll cutoff, and then so anything we deliver and get our paperwork scanned in Wednesday evening, like late night through Wednesday afternoon, we get paid for on Friday. So he said, well, the other load, the one going to Cheyenne, it had more days on it. It was not delivering until Wednesday morning, and it was a larger overall total to get you a better check, for this week. As opposed to this load, might be paying better per day and per mile, but it's a lower amount because it's delivering, and it's a one-day load. So it's delivering Monday. He says, now I'm going to try and, see if we can find another short load, to pick up on Monday and deliver on Wednesday, but those are not guaranteed, I was like, okay, I see the logic in this. I said, that makes sense. I appreciate it. I said, just, for me personally, and this is not my normal dispatcher, by the way. He decided to go up and go on vacation or something. Plus it's Sunday anyway, so he'd have been off. But it is the secondary dispatcher I work with quite a bit. I said, well, just, for future reference, if he happened to remember or can put it down a note, I said, that whole payroll cutoff thing doesn't matter to me. I don't go week to week on my checks. I'm not looking at the next check going, oh my goodness, that check's going to be low. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay my bills? That's not me. I'm well planned out in advance. I'm good. I said, for me, the per day rate is what I'm looking for. Even if it doesn't deliver until, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Friday, Saturday, I don't care. If I have one bad week, but I've got an even better second week, it's all going to average out. In fact, it's going to be better because the per date rate is better. He goes, yeah, I understand that, and yeah, I've worked with you. I do know that about you. He said, but here's the thing: you just came back from a week off of home time, plus an extra day off, actually 2 days off. Ooh, what is going on here? Oh, let's all be looky-loos, everybody. And yeah, right after this, the traffic all clears because everybody wants to rubberneck and be a looky-loo. Yeah, we got a little fender bender. All right, come on, get a move on, people. Some of us are working here. All right. He says, yeah, so because of all the home time and everything, you're in the negative, and we got to get you out of the negative as quickly as we can. You need to get out of the negative. I'm like, all right, I understand. So, by the way, the negative is, so as an owner op and lease ops, the same thing. If you don't work for a week, you don't have enough incoming revenue to pay your bill, to pay your truck payment, your permits payments, and all the other little charges, the fixed costs and stuff like that accrue. Plus, tolls get billed, and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I had all those repairs, all that got charged to the truck. It's coming out of my settlement. Prime doesn't sit there and go, oh man, you owe us money, pay up. They let you go into the negative. Okay, so my settlement was in the negative by quite a decent amount, because of all the repairs and stuff. And, so Prime allows it to go into the negative. Now, you can be in the negative a couple weeks if you need to. It's not that big of a deal as long as you're working on getting out of the negative. So basically, my paycheck that I got this last Friday was zero because I'm in the negative, so I didn't get paid anything. And whatever I'm making this week is going to go towards paying off that negative, so it's probably going to be, either zero or a very low paycheck. And again, you plan for that as an owner-operator. You've got to plan for it. You've got to plan for time off. You got to save up your money. You're making a lot of extra money. It all balances out if you just budget things properly. Now, you can set up an E-fund or an emergency fund at Prime. I didn't go over any lines, please. And the E-fund is basically so, they take out a certain amount of money per mile and put it aside, and they hold on to it for you so that you don't go into the negative. And I can do that, and that makes things easier in this kind of a situation. But it happens so rarely, and I manage my own E-fund. I've got my own savings accounts and emergency funds and stuff like that, so I don't even worry about that. If I'm in the negative, I'm in the negative. If I've got two paychecks that are $0, big deal, because get this month we have 5 Fridays in the month. Come on, buddy. Big old opening. It's called the gas pedal. It's the accelerator. It's the one on the right. Press it. Sorry. Where was that? So, where was I at? Give me 1 second here. I got these other guys merging. We have 5 Fridays this week. And it's the last 2 Fridays that I'm going to have zeros. But guess what? The first 3 Fridays are already covered me for the entire rest of the month. As far as revenue, and all my bills are paid, all that stuff. Everything's handled and taken care of. So I budgeted for it, I planned for it. It was good. I had no issues whatsoever with this. So, but Prime always wants to make sure that you're not in the negative for too long and that they're working to get you out of the negative. And I get that, it's their dime. It's basically an interest-free loan at this point. So, that's fine. They want to get me out of the negative as quickly as they can. By giving me more money. Okay, fine, be that way. I don't mind. Give me more money. That's all right. So, anyways, hope that clears things up. I think I pretty much went through everything. So now I'm heading up to Northern California with this load. It's tomorrow. It's a drop and hook, so it'll be nice and easy. And then I'll get another load, and we'll see where that takes me and what happens there. So that is about it, everybody. Again, make sure you watch it on Tuesday. Tuesday. That's right, Tuesday. Got a truck tour video coming out. Again, Mr. Pumpkins, well wishes to him. He will be back in the next video where you actually see my truck. All right, everybody, take care, stay safe. I'll see you on the dark side. Thank you for watching this feature presentation from me, JJ the Trucker. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or two. I'd appreciate it. That way I know which videos you guys are enjoying. And you know what to do now. That's right. You see it right there. Click on my face. See what happens when you click on my face. You know you wanna. Other than that, check out some of my other videos for more great content, such as the one YouTube's recommending, the one I'm recommending, or for more free JJ the Trucker merch, check out the other video. Later.